And baby, can you be okay? Hello?
Hey everyone, we're Eric and Paula. We're both professional triathletes, swimming, biking, and running to make a living, racing around the world and living our dream. The last couple weeks we've been in Tucson, Arizona, getting ready for our first races of the season. Last week we took you along with us as we filmed our entire vlog on the iPhone 11, just to show that it's possible, and it really doesn't take that much to get started making videos if you want to. This week we've got a huge bike week ahead of us, 21 hours of cycling on top of our swimming and running training, and we're just hoping that we can make it through alive. Here we go.
Alright, we just rolled down to the bike path. Got a big one today. Meeting up with Heather. 5-hour ride. She's doing some sort of hill repeats, up Lemon, Ironman style. And we're just along for the fun. I'm rocking a new piece of equipment today. It's slightly embarrassing, but I won't lie, I'm pretty stoked on it. My thinking with it is that I was gonna put cameras and everything in it, but right now I just got a chock full of snacks. Every minute we're riding, I'm getting more into it.
So I think it looks good.
The bag?
Yeah. How's it going?
What, another 20 or a 10 or? This is a 20-minute-er.
An Ironman.
Paula's Ironman effort. Ironman, okay. And we're doing it. And we're doing it. And this is it. Job, team.
Thanks, team. That was so awesome. That was fun. Oh, well. How do I feel? Oh, I didn't need to get Gatorade Zero. Shit.
Oh no.
An hour.
Woo! Definitely needed that. Basically got 1 hour to go. Could have drank that whole bottle if we had enough time. Oh, it's fancy. We're just doing the bike path to get home. My phone's gonna die in about 2 seconds, so I think that's all we got.
All right, so this week we have a really big bike week, 20 hours of cycling. So 2 5-hour rides, 1 3-hour ride, a bunch of 2-hour rides, which is a huge volume boost from what we've been doing. None of it's like really intense. It's just a lot of time in the saddle riding out on the roads here. So
we're really excited. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was not an ad at the beginning of this video, and that is because this video is going to be sponsored by Competitive Cyclists. They reached out to us, said they were a big fan of what we were doing, and wanted to be a part of it. So inside this box, we got something that we've really been needing now that we're down here in Tucson, and we discovered that the roads are essentially post-apocalyptic. Thanks to Competitive Cyclists for sponsoring this week's video and bringing it to you guys without ads. Yeah.
you keep talking.
Paula opens all the boxes, even the boxes that are from me and from my sponsors. So, what we got from Competitive Cyclists is some new tires. We both had some tires that are pretty old, and like I've got a couple of cuts in the sidewalls of mine. If you watched our bike video from last week, you'll probably notice that our tires are looking a little bit wrecked. So, I basically went all out and picked a few different tires that I've always dreamed of using. These are Challenge. They call these open tubulars. Strada Bianca. These are Panaracer Gravel Kings. I've been using these for a while, but we're actually going to try putting these on our TT bikes while we're down here.
And then a million tubes.
So we get the 80mm valve stems just so that they fit on like every tire that we have. I have some 60mm rims. Paul always rides 40s. Also, the bag that I was using on the long ride with Heather, that Chrome Industries front bag, that is also available on Competitive Cyclist. I'll have a link to everything down here that we got if you guys want to get any of it. And we also have a 15% off discount code. You get 15% off anything on the site.
I'm gonna go with the 30s because definitely that's a good point. The 30s will just roll like a little bit slower, a little bit more air resistance, and great for the bike path here. So you're not flying 50k an hour.
Walk down like who you, yeah. It's something you get used to, yeah. Go back to June blues, yeah. It's just the June blues, yeah. Walk around like who you, yeah. Just something you get used to. Breaking news got me breaking. I was present, hopeless, praying. Struck down at 20, plenty left to put behind you. You ain't peaked, death was peaking, now they speaking about you, leave it alone. Hope you grinning while you watch your bros on some sofa sunny shit to brighten up a wounded soul. Honest, you dependent, pick it up like Chevy, New Age Machiavelli, disagree, don't tell me, now you with infinity, we 98, trust that he be good. On the ball like BB, don't make no mistakes, got the faith, the 18 just not gon' be the same. Finna bleed down generations, not gon' be in vain. Too young, yeah. Why you gotta go, I just wanna know now, true now. Cry and get old, hope you free your soul, I might have caught the June blues, yeah, I wanna drown myself inside the juice, yeah, you know.
Alright, we're just jetting along the bike path here. If you've ever been to Tucson, you know that pretty much every single bike ride starts and ends with the bike path. We're gonna be getting off at Broadway, taking Broadway to Old Spanish Trail, which will pretty much dump us right into where we're going, Saguaro East. I think it's a state park. These tires are like rolling on a full suspension bike though, it's awesome.
Come out of break of night, and the pink skies waving goodbye. She come out of break of night, leaving no traces around. She's trying to free a reckless heart. She's trying to be as light.
Paula's having a super rough day. I have no idea if we're gonna be able to finish this. Just like 5-hour ride. We rode an hour and a half yesterday. We might have to ride 5 tomorrow, depending on rain. Definitely a lot of bike volume. Just kind of feeling it right now. This road is so epic though.
You'll be wearing her charm so frail. Yeah, she's trying to avoid everyone. Even the battle for peace. Queen of Ireland, Friday morning. Queen of Ireland, Friday morning.
Super glad we did that. We were so close to turning back. Credit card reader wasn't working. And it's $15 per cyclist to get in. But we went for it.
Ready to go home?
We're
Pesa?
so far from home.
Pesa?
Are we swimming today?
You're gonna get a free motor pace the whole way home though. Got good news.
Free?
Free. No charge.
Sort of a donut. It's a lemon cake. You know, I don't know if that counts, but it looked like a donut when I got it.
That'll do.
I'll do. Bike path donut.
I'm making a quinoa Mexican fiesta Instapot dish. So basically you put on the saute function and you put a chopped up red onion, a chopped up red pepper, a chopped up yellow pepper, can of corn. Oh shoot, these are refried black beans. That's wrong. That's a disaster. They're supposed to be regular black beans. But thankfully I bought these yesterday at Trader Joe's for tacos. So for spices, half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of chili powder, and half a teaspoon of cumin. Okay, the next step is basically a whole jar of salsa. Kind of adds a lot of spices, you know, has a lot of flavor in it. And the final step, 2 cups of quinoa, 2 cups of water. We're also probably going to get some comments about how you're supposed to rinse your quinoa, but we skip that step. It's like super easy stuff that we always have on hand. I don't remember this about the recipe, but it says to put it on manual, high pressure for 1 minute. Like 1 minute.
Morning everybody. We are getting ready to go out for another 5-hour ride. We're gonna meet Heather. She's got a bunch of intervals to do. But I think we're just gonna leave. We're gonna kind of sign off now. And because I don't know how much footage I'm actually gonna be able to get of this ride. And we're gonna say we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for coming along with us this week through all the so much biking and everything. Thanks to Competitive Cyclists for sponsoring this. If you guys can go check out their site, I think you'll like it. We think it's awesome. One note on the whole coronavirus thing, just I know earlier in the video I said that we were going to be doing Oceanside. We would still love to do that. It's looking like it's kind of unlikely that's going to happen. We put our names on the start list for Texas. I feel like it's kind of unlikely that'll happen too, but if it is, we'll be there. No matter what happens, we'll be putting out videos each week and doing fun stuff.
Hopefully fun stuff.
Whatever we do, we'll be taking you guys along. So, we'll see you next week.